This drama between Brianna Olsen and 2K has gotten so big that actual celebrities are chiming in on it now, which I do have to say recently, it's so sad to me that Brianna Olsen looked at this whole situation as in like, oh my gosh, it's gonna get the views, it's gonna get the clicks, which yes, it did. Millions upon millions of views. Like I kept on looking at videos and I was like, yo, I have to say this was probably like in the 100 million views. I'm talking about like total as far as like people talking about it and all the viral clips, you know what I'm saying? Like this is really big on TikTok right now. I think it's so crazy that actual celebrities are talking about it. Skai, Jackson, and Alabama Barker are chiming in on this situation. And I'm just so like baffled by the whole entire thing because I'm like, oh damn, this is getting really, really big. Also, too, because Skai Jackson and Alabama Barker left a public comment, 2K had to like speak up about this situation. If you guys did not check out my previous videos where I am talking about Brianna Olsen, I want to say this, okay? I obviously am not a mom, I'm not a parent, so I don't know how these things go down, but obviously I do have life experience and I do have several friends and family members who have kids and have went through PPD. A lot of people are now rallying behind Brianna Olsen and saying like, oh no, she has PPD. And I have to say this, I think that that is really nice of people to have compassion and to actually be trying to sympathize for her. I got to keep it just real with my opinions, okay? I really do. If, say, for example, she does have PPD, I hope that she gets the help she needs. However, I find it really difficult to actually see that because she's so obsessed with the views. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys had checked out my previous videos before, there are clips to where Vale is saying, oh my gosh, like all this shit is going down with her son. And what she's worried about, oh, is it streaming? Oh, at least it's being streamed right now. It's like, you're talking about getting views for your son's drama. Like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? And yes, I do understand that PPD can take, form in many different ways and cause people to act out in many different ways. I totally get that. It just comes across as very bizarre to me and very hard for me to understand because I'm like, you're doing all of this like for views and for attention, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are saying like if you followed along with Brianna Olsen for the longest time, like she's always been kind of crazy like this even before she had her baby. So that's why I'm just kind of like, I find it really, really nice, okay? I find it really, really nice that people like Skai Jackson and Alabama Barker and so many other thousands of other people out there are saying like, oh, like she has something. I think it's really nice, but we do also got to keep it real. Like, what if she doesn't? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying over here. Because shit is messy. Shit is getting really, really messy. But I do have to say this though. I think that it's kind of like bizarre to me, that all of a sudden now that she's also, or obviously like facing losing complete custody of her son, now she's saying she's going to go to rehab. Now she's saying that she may have PPD. And it's kind of like, okay, but for all this time now, you could have been seeking help. Do you know what I mean? Like all this time now, someone around you could have been like, girl, I really think that you need help. But no, they're over here hyping her up to do all this crazy shit. And she's over here partaking in it. And I just don't know. Because to me, I've said it countless times, and I still, as of right now, and yes, my opinion may change on this, okay? So don't y'all come at me sideways because if in 2 months down the road I change my opinion, Obviously, it depends upon what's going on. I have to say, as of right now, it comes across as she is obviously stuck in the limelight and she wants all the views, she wants all the attention that brings in the money. And, obviously she's being like infamous, let's just say, online right now. And maybe she is, really trying to like live up to that. Do you get what I'm saying? As to where I feel like, yes, PPD can obviously, cause you to do all these erratic things, but I'm just kind of like, why is she solely focused on the views? You get what I'm saying? Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this, okay? I want to start this off by playing this clip right here to where you'll see Brianna Olsen looking very wholesome and like she really does look like she's like a really good mom. And low-key, I'm gonna be real with you guys, I low-key got a little emotional watching it because I was like, oh, like she really does seem like she was like there for her baby, but obviously it's a compilation of just little clips of the happy moments. If you guys have steadily followed along with the Brianna Olsen situation like I have, then you will see like there's more crazy moments than there are good moments. You know what I'm saying? Like there's more moments of her looking like a bad mom than there are of her looking like a good mom. I am not trying to mom shame in any way, shape, or form. That is not my goal here. That's not my objective. But I do have to say that because specifically we're going to talk about Skai Jackson and Alabama's, comments about this because in this specific clip, it really is sad. Like, it makes her look like, oh, she was a good mom. Do you know what I'm saying? But then something went south. So check this out.
I'm your mom, and I think you will be a girl, but I hope you are a healthy baby. I love you, and I can't wait to meet you. And whatever you are, I will love you forever. Je t'aime. Love you. Get ready with me to do my newborn's 1 month pictures today. The theme is going to be Up from Disney Pixar. Here is Winter's little wilderness explorer outfit. I'm literally going to cry making this video, and I can't believe I'm even saying this. But for the first time, I'm going to be away from my son for 5 days. He's going to be with his dad. So I'm getting my little last night cuddles in. My precious boy. I miss him so much. I will seek mental help. I will go to kidnapping classes. I will pass my kidnapping classes. I will pass my PPD and therapy classes, and I will get my son back.
As y'all see from right there, like obviously she looks like a really good, wholesome mom. Like everything started off really good, but then things, you know, kind of went south. And this is why a lot of people are speculating that she has PPD. Like I said, I don't know if she does because she very well could, you know, and this very well could be a reaction of that. However, I just would appreciate if she would like get out there and like be like, okay, I'm gonna go get help, because people will still follow along within her journey, and she could obviously open the door to so much other, you know, like different type of content. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many other people that are going through that. So I'm just kind of like, okay, if that was the case, rather than you being online, you know, acting out with your son, you could obviously, you know, be going to like rehab and talking about this. Or she says rehab, okay? I don't know if that's what it's called. I thought it was therapy, like, because I have had some other people in my life, you know, go through PPD and they had to go through therapy. I don't know why she specifically says rehab. I don't know. Anyways, I do have to say this, that Alabama Barker commented on this: hanging out with the wrong individuals in LA. These people have horrible influence on her. I do wish her growth and prosperity. That's another thing I gotta say. Like, obviously, when you watch the whole group of friends, it's clear to see that they're all clout chasing too. Like, sorry to say it, but like you see Santos running over there to be in that house. Obviously, her homegirl Vale. But recently, I did make a video about Vale, and Vale did call her out, and I was like, oh shit! Like, I actually was surprised that Vale was speaking up and saying, no, what she is doing is wrong. She shouldn't be doing this shit. And I was like, oh, okay, wow. Like, I actually like that she spoke up and said some shit about it. You know what I mean? But I do gotta say this though, like all these other people and them trying to create a MILF house, obviously trying to compete with like the BOP house. So they're trying to have like these moms live in a house to where they create OF content. I get it, and low-key, I feel like a lot of people are probably into that type of content, but it's just kind of like you're going through a custody battle right now. Like, girl, why are you doing that? You get what I'm saying? So I understand Alabama's point right here. I do want to go ahead and read this right here, though, okay? Because this obviously made 2K speak out about this, because Skai Jackson commented on this, and in this specific comment, it did look like she was anti-2K. It looked like obviously she was Team Brie on this, and I'm assuming that she had followed along with like all this drama, but low-key, since this has been going on for like quite some months now, obviously you would have to know every little bit of detail to know just how like really bad Brianna Olsen has been acting out online. This is what Skai Jackson had said right here. I think she has PPD, which can last years, and yes, that is true. Doesn't help that custody was filed not even a week after birth, etc. She needs support and the right guidance. She's acting out due to trauma. Praying. And yes, I love that Skai is over here, like obviously having compassion for her, but then also we do got to realize that, hey, maybe she really is a deadbeat mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it could go hand in hand. I am not trying to be insensitive whatsoever, because like I said, I have personally known people that go through this. But y'all, if I'm being honest with you, quite a few people that I know have actually went through this, and their version of it was so different. And I'm not trying to have tunnel vision. I'm trying to be open-minded, obviously, and to realize like, this can affect everybody differently. But I'm just like, whoa, the shit that she's doing online, I'm just like, god damn, you know what I mean? Like, homegirl, get it together, you know? Like, obviously, she's in charge of this too, and she could make a change. From that comment right there, though, obviously, like 2K saw this, because that first video that I showed you of Brianna Olsen looking like a wholesome mom, it blew up, y'all. Like, it got millions of views, because all this stuff happening right now with Brianna Olsen, like to see her looking like that, it's like everyone's going to be like, what happened? I do have to say this though. I feel like low-key I'm gonna get some heat for this. People obviously need to like wake up a little bit too. Like, of course, there's going to be a little compilation to where like, oh, these are all the good moments. Everything looks good. And people see that and they're like, oh my God, what went wrong? Like, something had to have happened. Like, these are just, it's a compilation. Do you know what I mean? Like, y'all, we could put a compilation together of anything and try to paint a narrative. Do you know what I'm saying? If you have somebody on live every single day and there's like hundreds of thousands of minutes of footage, and then you just take 1 minute of footage, not even 1 minute, and like compile it together, you could make anybody look good or you could make anybody look bad, okay? And I don't like that people on the internet get out there and they're like, oh, this person's horrible, and it's like, that's a compilation of their worst moments. Or this person's great, and it's like, that's a compilation of their best moments. Like, you get what I'm trying to say here? Like, I'm not trying to be a bitch, I'm just keeping it real, that anybody could paint any narrative that they want to within 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and keep it real here. Anyways, I do want to go ahead and play this clip right here to where 2K is addressing the whole situation, so check it out.
Regardless of what anybody thinks about me serving her 3 days after she gave birth, it doesn't bother me. Because at the end of the day, I did what was best for my son. If I didn't serve her at the time that I did, my court date wouldn't be as soon as it is now. What's most important is putting my son in a safe environment. And then we can talk about postpartum, because I'm not here to dismiss that. But at the same time, are we talking about postpartum? Postpartum is a real thing. But me being a stand-up father is too. I felt like I was put in a position to do what I had to do as a dad. And again, I'm not dismissing postpartum, but I would just hope that people seek the help that they need in the best interest of their children.
There you heard it from him. He's saying that it doesn't bother him what people have to say because obviously he had to file that at the time, being that he knows how long the court system is going to take, which, by the way, like, they're still in the middle of their court case. And it's like, y'all, the baby, I want to say, is almost 9 months now. Could be even more, honestly. So that's why I'm just kind of like, I get it, and it does seem insensitive. Like, when you hear, like, damn, what the hell, you filed right away? Like, that's crazy. And it seems very fucked up of him. It really does. But then it's kind of like, it's still going on. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't know what he was supposed to do in this exact moment. Like, was he supposed to just let her do whatever, be whatever type of way? Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to be so, like, sympathetic about this, you know what I mean? But then I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh, if you guys have followed along with the Brianna Olsen stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, it's pretty hard because you see the way that she acts and, like, everything as far as, like, her sleeping into Miss Court. I'm just kind of like, y'all, let me tell y'all something, okay? Y'all can judge me all the fuck you want. I don't care, okay? I love to drink. I don't care. Y'all know when I go on live, I have my drinks, I sit back, and I'm a mess, okay? I will be to court. I don't give a shit if I was still hungover or drunk, whatever. I'm gonna wake up, roll up out of bed, and turn on the damn computer and get to court. So I could even say that coming from my perspective of, like, I'm not even a parent, and I'm like, okay, whatever I have to do, I will still do, even if I went out the night before. Why couldn't she just wake up and turn on the computer? That's all she had to do. And the fact that she even missed that, this is why I'm saying, I'm like, oh yeah, like, I try to give y'all, if you guys have I pray you guys have watched my videos for a long time, because y'all know I always love to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, because I would want that same type of energy reciprocated onto me. You know what I'm saying? But it's just very hard when it comes down to Brianna Olsen. I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyway, Skai Jackson actually replied back to that, and she said, if you read my other comment, you would see I said you're a great dad, and Winter needs to be with you until she gets her stuff together. I hope she gets the help that she needs, and you're doing what's best. And that is true. And I do want to say that I did actually go back and I actually looked for the comments myself. And she did comments in there. Oh my gosh, did I take 2 screenshots of this? Oh my gosh. I dropped the ball, y'all. I literally dropped the ball. I took the wrong screenshot of something. Oh my, I'm so mad at myself right now. I'm literally looking at my notes because y'all want to make my videos. I like take my little screenshots of everything. I had searched and I searched and I searched for Skai's other comment because I wanted to see that if she really had posted that in there. And yeah, she did. I just don't know what I did with the screenshot right now. I'm so sad, y'all, because let me tell you something. There was 400 comments underneath her post, and I literally was like, oh yeah. Oh, I found it right here. Oh my gosh, here it goes. I didn't put it in my notes. She wrote back to somebody else and she said, I said what I said, period, but I do think he is a better parent and Winter needs to be with him until she gets it together. Because I was like, let me just go ahead and see what her other response was. And she really did say that right there. So I understand him obviously getting defensive about this situation because it does come across within that moment like, oh, Team Brie or whatever. But then clearly he's trying to be a good dad too. But, you know, look, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. If she is going through PPD, I think that it is time for her to acknowledge it and then to make a change about it because that's your son on the line here. Knowing that you're in the middle of a court battle, like you would think that she would be like, oh shit, like I really do have trauma and I need to get the help that I need to obviously help her fight for her son. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like in that moment, I do understand why 2K is going to get a little bit defensive over this because we have a full ass celebrity over here that's like, you know, saying like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for her and like low key on her side. But it's just kind of like, okay, let's look at the proof here. You know what I'm saying? I do have to say this though, after the whole like Brianna talk, honestly, y'all, I really do pray and I really do hope that she gets it together because I don't care what, I feel like, you know, a son needs his mom and I really do feel like she should get it together for that baby. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like even if she is going through it, whatever the case may be, I really do hope and pray that she does get it together. I would think it would be a perfect world if they have joint custody, 50-50, and they get to share custody of their son, because I think that would be the best thing for the baby, as long as she gets it together. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that would be best. Anyway, the way I was about to end this video right now, I was like doing my little outro that I always do, and I was like, oh shit, I completely forgot, because I had went off of my notes. This is why, y'all, I swear, me and my ADD, I need to follow my notes when I'm making my videos, because I will drop the ball. Anyways, forgot to post up in here that Brianna Olsen actually was getting her nails done and she had read Alabama and Skai Jackson's post about this. Go ahead and check it out.
All right. Alabama said, hanging out with the wrong individuals in LA. These people have a horrible influence on her. I do wish her growth and prosperity. Sky Jackson said, I think she has PPD, which can last years. Doesn't help that custody was filed not even a week after birth, etc. She needs support and the right guidance. She's acting out due to trauma. Praying. Thank you guys. I love you guys. I am going through a lot, and it's very public, which is I mean, it's hard being on social media and being on social media. None is worse than the other. It's both the same thing. But being in the public eye is brutal. It can be brutal.
There you guys see from right there, she is saying that she is going through a lot and it's hard that it's public. I do have to say this though. It's like, girl, you're choosing to go on live. You know what I mean? Obviously, like, look, it's like everybody's dream now to like be a content creator, you know? And I have to say it's my dream job too. But I feel like if it's too much for you, then go ahead and clock out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get your mental health together. And as soon as you do, then get back online. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's my little 2 cents about everything. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.